As we have been discussing today, our lovely future humans, the 5D collective, yes, we're not only self-agents, but we are also able to recognize true spiritual masters, gurus, prophets, and enlightened ones because we are the body in connection, so ventral vagal state. You own all your child parts, and you definitely know when you hear a self-righteous, mystic, and or spiritual and or dogma-driven, insecure, or not securely attached, emotionally immature person. They're biased, the ego's biased, and the difference is there's a lack of self-awareness, accountability, regulation skills. Their body is not in connection, the ventral vagal state. And that's very important because Dr. Amy Apigian on the podcast, Biology Podcast of Trauma, shares with us why. So they don't feel safe, which is why also Dr. Daniel Siegel, Bessel van der Kolk, a bunch of smart therapists that I've learned from, they have shared with me why people don't know how to be their self. So the amygdala, it's alerted, and then there's not a prefrontal cortex that comes down, and so they're not an integrated brain. So non-bilaterally integrated brain people are the self-righteous, mystic, spiritual, and dogma-driven, insecure, emotionally immature people who are biased egos. They also are full of trauma charges, and they, in fact, like the studies show, go together seeking bystanders like the flat earthers to take their side. It doesn't matter if they tell you they are the one and only channeling for God and whatnot. They're definitely tapped into the energy sphere, but they're using an amygdala, which is why, Robert Spolsky, thank you for your book. I know that you say we have no free will and that everybody's been determined, but God tells me differently. So does Source Akash. And that's why we know spiritual masters, gurus, prophets, and enlightened ones are those who navigate with an embodied brain, mind, body, and connection, who's we, the 5D collective. We've been here for a while, but apparently we're called future humans by the 3D, 4D. I know why, because teenagers is what the adoptive child part person is. They're self-preserving. They don't notice it's one globe and stuff like that. So we, on the other hand, do. So again, spiritual masters, gurus, prophets, they have a body in connection, self-led with self-agency, healthy self-worth, self-aware of their biases, accountable with equanimity, calm-centeredness, non-reactivity, hold intelligent and discerning egos because we're actually smart, stable, mature, adaptive, rational, teachable. We also know how to regulate in self-love and acceptance. Means I can be cricket, sure, call me an evil bitch, witch, evil, Knievel, demon. Keep coming at me with low self-esteem, cheap shots. I mean, really, pseudo-intellectuals are the latest that I make fun of. The spiritual bypassers, I've been making fun of them for a while. So join us for the extended. We're going to talk some more about this. Shame on those people who tell you that they know everything. They don't. And they definitely don't know that God is discerning equanimous love because we'll talk about it. Tune in.